Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Asafo Digital. If it's your first time joining us, feel free to stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, whatever you feel like you're up to. Anyhow, I'm playing some dreams. Really, any game to play, it's really like you gotta learn how to create whatever you can imagine. You know, me, I'm looking towards creating video games, full, complete games. It's gonna take me time, but I'm supposed to be able to do that here. So, I got some ideas. I just want to manifest them. It's going to take me some time and some learning. And I believe we're just going to start with the learning process. Well, I mean, you could also play people's games randomly as well, which is pretty cool. Community jam, dream surfing. Let's go to dream surfing. They had some funky games here. Let's look for escape rooms. Some games other people made. Let's see what we got here. What escape room? Japanese garden escape room. That looks pretty funky right there. Let's try that out. And so this is something that somebody made. By Launched. I guess that's the name of the people. That's what they call themselves. First version of my very first dream. Expect many more updates, such as sounds, functional hit system. Sounds like they're going to really dedicate some time to this. But some of these games, they're still being worked on. They're just pieces of ideas, things people are trying to manifest. So I actually, cursor doesn't disappear. It stays inside of where I'm at. So it's like this is supposed to be an escape room. So let's figure out what we need to know. 3 stones. We got this, possibly a rose. Trying to see. That tree is beautiful. I like this tree. I want to have trees like this in the game I create. That's really pretty right there. It's like a giant rose with petals falling. That's what I feel like when I look at that tree. Okay, so got some water over here. See what we can do. I'm trying to figure out where I need to escape. There's a yellow, a red, and a blue one with the tree. Yellow, red, blue. Yellow, red, blue. What is the significance of that? Let's see. Still nothing going on. Keypad. Let's see if we can press a button. Yeah, that works. Let's just take us back. Okay, let's figure that out. Yellow, red, blue. Stones. Stones could be numbers. Okay, let's leave this. Really not much going on. I'm not sure if it's an escape room that actually has things to escape. I don't know. But I wasn't able to find the key. So, on to the next. Save. White room. Awaken the key. Let's try that. That looks interesting. Come on, this could be corny. Let's see. It looks good though. It looks all of a sudden, everywhere you go, things just magically happen. That door is we have to. Very much not interested. Just awkward and all over the place. Pass on that one. Let's go to something a little bit more familiar. Let's try. This game back in the day I used to love. Let's see if they got something. Forgot who you spell his name. Conquer. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Somebody did a remake. I love this game. It was my favorite game for Nintendo 64. This and 007. 007 was pretty fly too. Classic, man. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Are we for real? Somebody's remaking all of it. I love this game.
Well, here I am, king of all the world. But how did I come to this, I hear you say? And who are these strange fellows who surround my throne? I hear you also say. Well, it's a long story.
I don't really like the voiceover.
And I'll tell you.
The vocals.
It all started yesterday. What a day that was.
Stronger voice or something. Stay working.
It's what I like to
I'm not fucking with the vocals.
A bad fur day.
Conker looks dope. I guess he's gonna come back and take more time with everything else, but did a great job with Conker. Hey yo son, this is the exact music. Okay, so he was like drunk and shit in the original. Not really drunk. Really couldn't move around with him for real.
Ah no, it's gonna be one of those days. Ah no, it's gonna be one of those days.
Damn, there's some bugs in this shit. The idea of Conker is pretty dope.
Who are you?
It needs to be done a lot better. They're still making everything. I can tell.
I need to get home and go to bed. Because I don't feel very well at all.
I guess they're really trying to map out everything, right? So they're probably just taking their time trying to figure out where everything goes. So now I'm in the map. In the fucking map. Now I'm falling to oblivion.
Okay.
It's not part of what happened.
What's your name?
Okay, let's leave. That's enough of that. Okay. Let's try somebody else's rendition of Conker. Okay, fuck all that. Move on to the next. Let's try something else. Let's see if somebody tried to do a Cuphead remake. Anybody do Cuphead yet? Cuphead Dreams Edition. Let's see. Somebody tried. Let's see. That don't look like a cup. It looks like a deviled egg. Come on. That's it. That really ain't no cup, B. What's he doing? Okay, so. Bye-bye. Oh man, the trigger button sucks. I pressed it 85 times. You hear me? That's me pressing it, okay, chef. Sucks. Oh, I gotta be in focus. It won't work unless I'm focused. That could be cool. I see somebody try to do like a 3D version of Cuphead. Cuphead could pull the thing one day. I like that. I like the shooting mechanics. I like the instructions floating inside the level like that. That's pretty fly. That's a dope idea. L3 to pop a squat for videos. I'm not popping no squats right now. Somebody gotta die, baby. What's going on? Oh shit, Shine. Oh shit, son. He's fast as fuck. Get out of back and kill him. Damn, you kicked me and shit. Do I get special powers? Damn, my buddy. Interesting. I like some of the mechanics. 3D world is interesting. I like the shooting mechanics. I'm not a fan of the sprite too much. It's not good. I think the coins are a little huge. I feel like the camera angle can be further away and a little up, tilted down looking at them. Okay, that was cool. That was interesting. But it gave me some good ideas for later on that I can apply to my own shit. Am I giving that a thumbs up? No, I'm giving that a let me continue. No, thank you. Okay. What else would be hot? Yes. It's a hot ass game. Resident Evil is always hot. I love Resident Evil. But let's see. The new Resident Evil actually comes out today, I think. Comes out this week though, I'm sure. Resident Evil 3 remake. I wonder who made it. There we go. Somebody did that. Somebody did the main hall. Resident Evil Classic. Resident Evil Mercenaries. What's this? Wow, they put the Sony logo at the beginning. Yeah, all of this is made in dreams. All of this is made on this game. None of this is, something that's impossible to reproduce in this game. From what you're able to see. It's old school version. You gotta press up to walk and shit. The walking mechanics was crazy back in the day. Oh, that's that. That's that. Okay. I like that. That door is a little thick. What the fuck with that? Camera angle. Oh, you really can because it's fixed camera angles like the original. I would like to see what the fuck is breathing like that. Okay, son. This shit started doing the Harlem Shake. Oh, back away, baby. Okay. So you kill them and the zombies just melt on the floor. Interesting. I like the idea of this. It's cool. Whoever created this did a good job. Put some time into it. As far as a good beginning project, it looks. It's all right. They're trying to get their weight up a little bit. To the next. That was okay. I think I'll give that a thumbs up. I wonder what else people get. And fuck all this. Let's just learn how to do our own thing. Because I know what I want to make. It's just we got to get to it. I got to learn how to make it.
I hope you've got your imp under control. I've got some spectacular tricks to show you, and some that are just alright. In this tutorial, you'll master the basic controls you learned in the home space. But this time, you'll have the full freedom of edit mode. Use the video player to play through the tutorial steps. Follow the steps carefully. It's not just about getting to the end, it's the journey that counts. So here we are. This is where the magic happens. Edit mode. The row of buttons you can see is the assembly menu. That's where you'll find all the tools and modes you need to construct your scenes. It can be opened and closed by pressing the square button. You won't need it just yet, so go ahead and close it with square. Somewhere in this scene I've hidden a puppet, which we'll need in later tutorials. I've left some clues to help you find it. Use the camera controls you learned in the home space to investigate the island. Here's a quick reminder. Move around the island using the left stick. Push it left and right to move sideways, and up and down to move forwards and backwards. Use the right stick to look around the scene. To move up and down in the scene, just hold L1, then push the left stick up and down. Use the left and right sticks to look around the island. If you go flying off in the wrong direction and lose your bearings, don't worry. Just hover over the mode icon in the corner of the screen. In assembly mode, the icon is a puzzle piece. Here you'll find a camera bookmark that'll take you back to where you started in the scene. Select it with X and you'll be back in familiar territory. Can you find anything here that looks like a clue?
No, I
Once you've found the clue, you're ready to move on to the next step.
Not where it said I was supposed to be. I feel like
Press the arrow button on the video to continue.
So right now we're just stuck. It said press this joint. Okay. Get it. So where is the pop? Is it only on that island, I wonder? pop it. Thank you. It's the same symbol back and apply. Nope, nothing there. This island over here. There's an island. And here we go. A little awkward trying to figure out the movements, but this is it. Trash can. Just drop that. Okay. Yeah, these quests gotta be done in order for me to unlock more skill sets. It's just really awkward. Interesting. I have to place the count on top of this to complete it. Objective. Okay. There we go. Looks fair. So,
Did you find that clue? It was on the back of one of those shapes. Looks a bit like a rocket. I do love a cryptic message. Why don't you look around for any rocket-related goings-on? Ah, look over there. On that island in the distance.
okay, cool.
Those shapes look a lot like the ones in the clue.
Jumped ahead.
Go on,
Jumped ahead.
fly over
That's
there
good.
and check it out. That island is quite far away though. A good opportunity to practice using the grab cam. Do you remember how to do that? To use the grab cam, just hover your imp over an object you want to go to, then hold R1. Your imp will grab onto the object. Now push up on the left stick to zoom forward.
Ah, pretty dope.
The further you push the left stick, the faster you'll move. Once you reach the island, release R1 to stop using the grab cam. Make sure you're looking right at the cylinder and the cone. The grab cam is a powerful tool for navigating scenes. In fact, it's so powerful, you could easily get lost in the scene if you accidentally grabbed the wrong object or zoomed out too far. But you can get back to where you started by using the camera bookmark. Just hover over the mode icon, then select the camera bookmark with X. If you need to rewatch any of the tutorial steps, you can. Use the skip buttons on the video player to move between tutorial steps. There's also a button to rewind 10 seconds if you miss something. Start the next step when you're ready to continue. Think back to the first clue. The cone was on top of the cylinder, right? In edit mode, you interact with everything using your imp, the very tip of your imp's pointy part. See how there's an icon in a circle there? That shows you what tool the imp is using. Right now, it's the arrows icon, which means the imp is using the move tool. That's the default tool in edit mode, because editing a scene means moving things around a lot. Let's see the imp in action. First, grab the cone. Hover over it with your imp and hold R2. Now your imp has the cone, use the controller's motion sensor function to move it around. Try to put it on top of the cylinder, just like in the clue. Use the left stick to move the cone backwards and forwards. Objects in scenes can intersect and overlap, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Get it roughly into place, and I'll show you how to refine it later. If the video player gets in your way, grab and move it with your imp using R2. You can even minimize the video and play along with audio only. Or maximize it to watch in Instructions View. In Instructions View, you also get a step-by-step guide for the video. When you've got the cone in place, you're ready for the next step. Now, that looks pretty good, at least from this angle. Creating scenes in three-dimensional space means that you should always look at your creations from different angles. The easiest way to do that is with the grab cam. Instead of moving the objects you grab cam moves your point of view around them. Try it out on the cone. Hover over it, then press and hold R1. Pushing the left and right sticks moves your point of view around the cone. Easy! Now that you can get a proper look at it, check that the cone is on straight. Unlike mine. Let go of R1 to stop using the grab cam. And use R2 to make any adjustments you need. Here's a little secret called nudge. If you don't press R2 all the way down, but just hold it lightly, you can move the cone slowly, giving you finer control. If you need a reminder of the controls at any time, select the mode icon in the corner of the screen. This menu shows you the mode you're in, the tool you're using, and a list of controls. Select the button again to hide the controls. Once you're happy the cone is straight, you can move on to the next step. Hey, look at that! Another clue. It's a molecule. I know because I put it there. Just play along with me. Why don't you look around with the right stick and see if you can find another molecule? There's one, over there by that island. You're hot on the trail. But before you go zooming over there with the grab cam, there's an even faster way to zip around scenes. Hover your imp over that orange cube in the distance. Now hold L1 and then press R1, the grab cam button. You don't have to hold it or use the stick this time. See? Told you it was quicker.
That's interesting.
L1 is a very special button. You know the way that on a computer keyboard, holding down Shift changes what some keys do? Well, in Dreams, holding down L1 changes what the other buttons do. For example, holding L1 while using the left stick makes you go up and down instead of forwards and backwards. That's not all it can do though. You'll learn lots of L1 shortcuts as you play through the tutorials.
Okay, great.
Now that you know how to move around quickly, see if you can find the next clue somewhere on this island. Remember to use the grab cam to look around the whole island. Once
I've
you've
already
found the
wasted
clue,
it moving shit.
you can move on.
Okay, let me find where I threw the shit. I moved the ball. I might have a hard time. Just in plain sight. It's higher. Right. Why does it look like the islands? Wait, where the fuck is that island? I swear there's a whole island missing. I don't know. Okay. Let's exit and re-enter. That's what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna re-enter.
Hey, look at that. Another clue. It's a molecule. I know because I put it there. Just play along with me. Why don't you look around with the right stick and see if you can find another molecule? There's one, over there by that island. You're hot on the trail. But before you go zooming over there with the grab cam, there's an even faster way to zip around scenes.
Okay, I already know all these things.
Hover your imp over that orange cube in the distance.
Have to go on this door.
Now hold L1 and then press R1, the grab cam button. You don't have to hold it or use the stick this time. See? Told you it was quicker. L1 is a very special button. You know the way that on a computer keyboard, holding down Shift changes what some keys do? Well, in Dreams, holding down L1 changes what the other buttons do.
Maybe I just jump off the seat.
For example, holding L1 while using the left stick makes you go up and down instead of forwards and backwards. That's not all it can do though. You'll learn lots of L1 shortcuts as you play through the tutorials. Now that you know how to move around quickly, see if you can find the next clue somewhere on this.
I don't recall doing any of this. This looks very weird to me. Grab can.
Now that looks pretty good, at least from this angle. Creating scenes in three-dimensional space means that you should always look at your creations from different angles. The easiest way to do that is with the grab cam. Instead of moving the objects you grab cam moves your point of view around them. Try it out on the cone.
Some of this is just like...
Hover over it, then press and hold R1.
Come on, B. Where I'm supposed to be. Or maybe I have to...
Pushing the left and right sticks moves your point of... Hey, look at that. Another clue. Did you find the next clue? It was on the back of the orange cube. What on earth could it mean? If I had eyes, I would wink at you right now. I can't see any other green trash cans around. Unless, of course, the trash can is the icon for the delete tool. I'm so devious. That must mean you need to delete.
Why am I stuck on this island, B? What's going on right here? Shit is whack. Come on.
Hey, look at that. Another clue. It's a molecule.
Kind of messed up, I guess. I don't know how
I
to
know
get
because
back.
I put it there. Just play along.
Very confusing controls.
Why don't you look around with the right stick and see if you can find another molecule?
Tried all that shit.
There's
It's not working.
one. Over there by that island. You're hot on the trail.
It's not allowing me off the island.
But before you go zooming over there with the grab cam, there's an even faster way to zip around scenes. Hover your imp over that orange cube in the
Come
distance.
on, man. Maybe I have to go to edit mode. Okay.
Now hold L1 and then press R1, the grab cam button. You don't have
See,
to
I'm
hold
learning.
it or use the stick this time.
Learning.
See? Told you it was quicker.
Now
L1
okay.
is a very special button. You know the way that on a computer keyboard, holding down Shift changes what some keys do? Well, in Dreams, holding down L1 changes what the other buttons do. For example, holding L1 while using the left stick makes you go up and down instead of forwards and backwards. That's not all it can do though. You'll learn lots of
Where's the
L1
yellow
shortcuts as you play through the tutorials. Now that you know how to move around quickly, see if you can find the next clue somewhere on this island.
Trash
Remember to
cans.
use the grab cam to look around the whole island. Once you've found the clue, you can move on.
Go on to the next.
Did you find the next clue? It was on the back of the orange cube. What on earth could it mean? If I had eyes, I would wink at you right now. I can't see any other green trash cans around. Unless, of course, the trash can is the icon for the delete tool. I'm so devious. That must mean you need to delete the orange cube. Here's a reminder of how to delete things in edit mode. Hover your imp over the cube, then press the triangle button. And it's gone.
Interesting.
These tools are powerful. Delete the orange sphere next. If you change your mind or delete the wrong thing, you can press undo, which is the left directional button. And if you want to redo, just press the right directional button. You can undo and redo pretty much anything, not just deletions. Oh look, there was a clue hidden in the cube. An arrow. Perhaps there's another one like it nearby. Look around with the right stick and see if you can spot it.
Okay, so this is
Once
where I
you've
was
found
supposed
it,
to be.
you can
So
move
it
on
really
to the
had me
next
at the
step.
end game. Okay, next step we here.
That was my final clue telling you where to go. The island right above us. I know you're an expert in moving around with the left and right stick now, but let's practice strafing up and down with the left stick. Remember, holding L1 modifies what the buttons do, like shift on a computer keyboard. Normally, the left stick moves you backwards and forwards in the direction you're facing. But if you hold L1 at the same time, The left stick will make you move up and down instead. Try getting up to the last island using this technique. Position yourself so you're looking at the orange arrow which is pointing up. Now hold L1 and push up on the left stick. We have liftoff! Keep pushing the left stick until you reach the island. When you're ready, move on to the next step. Right, here's the puppet I reserved for you. Let's call her Connie, 'cause she looks like a cone. We need to help Connie walk through the door to complete this tutorial. To do that, we're going to have to switch over to play mode. Remember, right now, you're in edit mode. This is where you create and edit your scenes. In play mode, you can experience the scene just like a player would if they found it in the Dreamiverse. You can't make any changes in play mode, but you can take control of characters and try out what you've made. Switch over to play mode now. Just press the options button on your controller. Hover over the controller icon with your imp, then press X to select it. To control a puppet in a scene, you first need to possess it with R2. Try that now. She's full of beans, isn't she? I picked her just for you. Walk her around a bit, then take her through the door to finish this tutorial. Oh, looks like the door's too high. There's more to Connie than meets the eye, though. She might be able to reach it if you make her jump by pressing X. Oops. I remember now. I always forget to put the steps in. Better head back into edit mode. To switch back to edit mode, just press Options again, then select the pen.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. What would I have to type in to check out your games? Tell me what to look up. I will check it out. Okay, cool. Yeah, doing a little bit of learning. I want to know how to actually do this so I can really give you guys something great in this. You know, I really want to dedicate my time to create some great games to give stories and narratives of our people, you know, that aren't really told inside of the video game industry. It says search your username, this mouse modest. Okay, I'm gonna look that up now. Flame surf. Oh hell yeah, man. Made it easy for me to build games. I'm not good with coding. My son is excellent with coding. You know, he goes to SKG University. He creates video games for a living. He was doing it in high school. But me, I'm like, you know, I don't got time to learn coding right now. But this right here made it easy for me to get out my mind the dreams, the ideas, the things I want to create. So, boom, I'm gonna do this.
So you can combine your talents and make something amazing together.
Okay, I leveled up. I love that. That's always a good look. Okay, son. A new persona, a new imp quest. Interesting. Okay, let's find what we're looking for. Shit. This mouse. Despair and Lost Cat. Okay. We're gonna save the best for last. I fuck with cats. I love cats. So we're gonna find the lost cat, but we'll do that second. Let's start with Despair. Why not go through the pain and then have a happy day at the end? You know? So we'll just see what this is about. Despair. Okay. Let's jump in. We'll find out as we go along. You just released Despair today. So what's the point of this game? Tell me a little bit about it. Is it like a escape room type thing? Or like maybe like a Silent Hill? Raymond and red wine. Is these the new Master P noodles right here? Got the Master P noodles in here. Eat the Raymond. We don't even know who made the Raymond. Why would I eat the Raymond? Look at the Raymond, drink the wine, look at the wine. I'm not doing none of that. I don't know who made it. I don't know if that's just going to kill me, if it's poisoned. We don't know none of that yet. I'm not even hungry. I didn't even do shit yet. I just came in the game. You gain hope points or despair points. I'm pretty sure if I drink the alcohol, I'm going to get some despair points. What is this? The ramen noodles will definitely kill me. I'm telling you. Fridge and stove. Let's open it up. It's your fridge. Put it placed beside the stove. Beer, salad, curry, and lasagna. Curry is interesting. Okay, let's see what we got. You can go outside, you can work some. I feel like I'm in quarantine right now from coronavirus. You get outside time. Bathroom, can you use the bathroom? Look in the mirror, go to the toilet, take a shower. So let's go to the toilet. Okay, I'm relieved. Cool, I got one help. We're gonna make it happen. Okay, then the next thing is how do you get the menu to pop back up? Take a shower, can I do that? There's books. We're gonna read after we take a fucking shower. Let's get back to the menu. Where you got menu? How do I make the menu pop back up? Does it, or do you only get to choose it one time? Like when the menu pops up and you make your decision, you can't make another choice. Only one time per. Okay, cool. So when the option menu comes up, you can only choose once. Okay. We're gonna wait for the door. See what's going on. Everybody runs to the door. Let's see, guitar. Music is good for creativity. Anime figure. Creativity is good for the mind. Stimulation. A computer could lead me to despair. You have no idea what the fuck would be on the computer screen. The windows are good. I like windows. But he might want to kill himself or something, jump out the window. I don't know what's going to go on there. I'm only assuming things. Okay, we'll go with that. Anime figure. Play bass, look at bass in it. Look at anime figure. Play with anime dog. We're going to look at anime figure. Aha, let's get it. We're getting money, ain't we? On to the next. I fuck with anime, so it works. Okay, let's see what else. The guitar is interesting. I like the guitar. It's always good for good vibrations. So I'm going to just go with the guitar real quick. Play a tune, remember, or look. My guitar. Could something be hidden in my guitar if I just look at it? Playing the tune could change my vibration. Maybe I'll be happier. Let's play a tune. Alright, let's get it, baby. I love it. How many points do I need to like win? What's the goal? And do I need to answer every question? Laundry. Let's do laundry. Okay. It's your basket. It's my laundry basket. It's empty. It's full. Definitely not full. Do the laundry or smell it. Smelling it can make me irritated. It can be funky. If I do the laundry, shit will be clean. It's always good to have a clean house. It's full. It's my laundry basket. I don't see shit in it. I don't know about it being full. It's pretty empty to me. But if I think it's empty, it's like, is the glass half empty or half full? So do I do laundry or do I pretend that this empty basket is full and be out of my mind? We're going to do the laundry. Good. That's what's up. Okay, on to the next. Let's see. Computer. I guess we're going to go to the computer. Turn on your computer. Work on your game. Play a game. Download a torrent. What is NSFW? What is that? What is NSFW? I don't know what that is. Not safe for work. Not safe for work could help me relieve stress. Possibly. Download a torrent. No, that could make me stress because the shit could be fucked up. Fuck up your download speeds or some other shit. Let's play a game. Playing the game is always relaxing. But sometimes a game could work on your game. I could work on my game like I would like to do. That could be cool. Get out some creativity. Not safe for work. Let's do not safe for work. Sometimes you gotta take risks. Oh, I love it. Definitely get a thumbs up for that. You get a like for that, man. That was dope. I enjoyed myself. So where do I go to give you your like? Here we go. Bada boom, bada bing. That was dope. Definitely would recommend that. That was pretty fun. I like that. That was creative, man. Let's try your other one out. Let's do the one with the cat. Okay. Lost cat. Let's get it. Oh, okay. Let me follow as well. Let's see. The thumbs up. Where do I press the... Oh, plus at the right. Okay. That's good. Okay, let's go to Lost Cat. Oh, most def, man. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Feel free to come back whenever you like, man. I'm definitely enjoying playing these games. Let's see. Lost Cat. Let's begin. Chapter 1, The Thieving Magpie. Oh, I love it. I love horror. Horror is my shit. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm a cat. I love cats. Okay, the cat can paw, like swipe at shit, and it can jump around. So I'm swiping and jumping right now. So, cat, let's see what the cat likes. Does it like water? Interesting. Okay, let's go. Don't mind water. Okay, cool. This is a real cat. It don't mind water. It ain't shook. Domesticated and shit. Okay. Magpie. Oh, you're back. Can't say I'm glad to see you again. You feel the same? Sure. You went that way. You know you could do voices in this too. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about adding a lot of voices into my game. Those are voice characters. Have to go. Interesting. We'll figure this out soon. Down. Frankly, I found that this. Get on with it. Okay, nothing more to say to you. Boom. Okay, so what am I, like a dead cat that's like stuck in limbo between lives? Hell yeah, I would love to, man. I would love to do voice acting. That's cool, man. I'm definitely interested. Should go to my website. Check out the links down in the description below my video, and just leave me like your information and stuff. And if you need any help or anything or got any ideas, we can do that. FamilyDesafo.com is my company site, and Lhagic.com, that's my direct site, personal. So whatever. Dope shit on there too. You know, I game. I'm an MC. Got some merch on there. I like this right here. It's pretty dark and intimidating. Okay? The pit of no return. Let's see what's going on down here. The floors of silent seas. Chapter 2. Okay, we're gonna do this. Continuous whistling. I like this. More choices. Recording whistling. Continues whistling. No one bothers him. Shepherd looking down. Damn bird. Damn bird. Shepherd looking down. No one bothers him. I don't like whistling. No one bothers him. If no one bothers anymore, that means that that's the thing that we should do. Oh, okay, so you get to try all the options. Okay. So I float around. So I'm a new thing randomly. Going down the steps, just I end up dead. Okay. Say something? Okay. They want the highway kept clean. Clean of floating dead bodies. Is this the maze from The Shining? Oh, so I gotta go through here. I have to go through here and clean everything up. Hold on, let's read the sign real quick. Okay, so don't even bother. If weird shit is happening, just run by that shit. Come on, let's go. Okay. Here we go. Don't like. Oh, it's the cat. Y'all see the cat? Should I help the cat? Okay. Coming with me, cat? What's up? Cat doing? It's just gonna stay in there, I guess. Okay, let's keep it moving. Please enjoy your stay and mind your step on the way down. I'll get rid of the trash. No damn cat, no damn cradle. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. What are you having? Looking for my cat. Have you seen her? Bear, please. How much for a glass of that apple? Okay. Water, please. I could drink. Let's get some water. I'm thirsty. Okay, we can't drink the water. Wine. Drink up, pal. You look like you wrong with the water here, so my cat have you seen? What's wrong with the water is more important. Just kidding. Okay, well, cheers. I really don't feel like drinking, but I guess that's my only option. What else we got going on? A riddle, soft and smooth, sweet and reprised. Winter kept warm under your bed sheets. Message I already feel it's a riddle of a sort. Let's figure it out. No, nothing. Now, please leave me alone. Okay, we got you. As soon as I see a bedroom, it's on. I'm gonna take care of that. I like the music. It's interesting. Makes things seem dark. It's an old jukebox. It's how it works. Let's do In Dreams. Ask about my cat. All I see is static on your phone. Looks like it was taken today. I don't want to. Okay. Let's see. Looks like it was taken today. Everything has been figured out except how to live. Time heals all wounds. We're going to go with everything that has been figured out except how to live. Can I buy you a drink first? Okay. That was interesting. Chapter 4, Part 1, Buried in My Heart. It's good. Nice one. No trespassing. It's in the menu, okay. Management of well-being. I feel like I'm really in some type of limbo situation. Like everything is dead around me, including the cat, between lives. If down is the only way out, I'm thinking that means you're alive. Life is found at the bottom of the pit. I don't know, I'm just saying. Random. Back up there. Okay, so that's where I came down. So I'm gonna be one of these doors, maybe. Yeah, with the lights above. Let's check if you wish. Fire walk with me. Let's see. Back in here, there's nobody at the table now. And I'm the cat. Pause, don't be scratching nobody. Back in the wagon, eh? Let's I like the music. How did you come up with the different music? I don't know really. Like, I'm not that far in this game yet, but it's pretty dope. The music matches the moods. A lot of these things, I don't know. I don't know if it's important information. Okay. Maybe the exit is the key. Let's go back over to the... Oh, there's a tutorial for it. Okay, cool. Walking the zebra. Start other records. Oh, that's tight. That's tight. Hell yeah. That's gonna fly when I get that far. Okay, cool. We're gonna run. We're gonna do the running. Chapter 4, Part 3. Hell is other people. That's interesting. Let's get it. You gotta take the right path. Shouldn't be too tough. Oh, boom, Goldmine. Okay, here we go. Oh, nothing even touched me. Okay, must remain at the power source. What? Boom, damn. They just keep getting at me. Okay, come on. Can I be great? Pattern. Not able to come any further than that. You could trick them and get them stuck in the pit, possibly. I'm gonna get this. Get this. High as a motherfucking fan right now. Baby. All the way up top. Rest. Almost got it. Die when I go out that way though. Let's see. Thinking I gotta trick that out the corner and then come right back. Why is it so slow? It's so slow it fucks you up. Hold on. When you think it's not coming back, it moves. Come on. You better start moving. Come on. Did I just make it where I needed to be? Okay. That was almost. This part right here is pretty tricky right here. Okay. I couldn't really see where I was at once I went to that part. The design of this part is a little tough. It's kind of awkward and hard to see. Maybe because of the pixelation. But it doesn't seem too hard to... Just this guy gotta... Hey, how do you make him jump? He said, okay, can I jump over this guy? Oh, I see. These are shelves. It's very hard to see that these are shelves looking down from up here. But now I see. Okay. Should probably make it a little bit more obvious that these are platforms. Maybe have something on here like a sign that says something about them being platforms or something that marks them so people will know. Okay, that's pretty cool now. Switching up. Gets a little blurry here. Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Is that supposed to happen? Let's go, baby. I'm gonna get it. Well, not necessarily make it easier. It is complex, but it's more complex on the eyes. It's like visually complex because you're not really sure what you're doing or what you're really looking at. But once you figure it out, it's understandable. Okay, these platforms. I wasn't even sure. Like, are these platforms? Can jump on. I'm stuck like right now. I don't know what's going on. Come on, cat. What are you doing? Oh man, cat got stuck between the drums. All I can do is windmills all day. Okay, here we go. We got it. We got it. Waiting for me. He was waiting for my death. He knew it was coming. Okay, let's go. Come on, brother, be great. Shortcut out this bitch. That ain't do nothing either. It wasn't a shortcut. It's okay, we got this. Let's go. Go to the platform. I wish this thing could be clearer though. I really do wish there could be something that makes this scene a little clearer. But maybe that's like fog. Maybe you should add fog to this area to make the blurriness seem more realistic. And then it'll seem like it's supposed to be blurry. If you add like some fog effects. If you can't fix the pixelation. Because I don't know really what the extent, but I mean, I've seen some different creations that can do things. But I really don't know how far this program is willing to go. Rooms. Okay, here we go. Such a little cat hole. Okay, cool. I like the pixels. The pixels are not an issue. But it seems that the pixels are blurry some. But maybe that's what you wanted to go for. If that's what you were going for, then it's excellent. Because I can still tell who I am and what I'm doing. So now what? We're too late, it's happening again. What's happening again? What the heck? Okay, here we go. Some action or something. All's well that ends well. Chapter 5. You know, just trying to give you a little bit of honest feedback to help you improve upon it. You know, anything that might not be, you know, in my own opinion. It takes many opinions for you to come to the conclusion of what you actually want to do. This is dope, though. I like the idea. You actually put a lot of time, a lot of thought into your games that you create. These aren't just some rinky-dink pictures where you just do the basic stuff. Now, where am I? Looking for my cat. Of course I'm looking for my cat. I'm always... Where am I? I'm in limbo. Back to the Well of Terror. This is my favorite part of the game right here, though. The way you make these woods, the darkness, the fog. I like this. This is very dope to me. Let's jump back down the pit. The end. Thank you for playing Lost Cat. Okay. Good game. You're definitely on the path to greatness. Definitely, man. This mouse mod, if you're playing Dreams, you need to check out this creator. Some dope talent. I'm looking forward to whatever you release in the future. And I'm also looking forward to working with you. So thanks for joining us, man, and your games are pretty dope. Oh, anytime, man. I don't mind. That's what I do. Enjoy playing video games. Relaxes me, man. I've always loved games since I was young. Every game except for I don't fuck with Xbox. I will say that a million times over. The only console I don't fuck with. But everything else I love, man. PC, Nintendo, PlayStation. I got love all day. But let's get back to the learning. Done all of these. But we haven't done this one.
I hope you've got your imp under control. I've got some spectacular
Oh, most
tricks to
definitely,
show
man.
you.
Most definitely.
And some that are just alright. In this tutorial, you'll master the basic controls you learned in the home space. But this time, you'll have the full freedom of edit mode. Use the video player to play through the tutorial steps. Follow the steps carefully. It's not just about getting to the end, it's the journey that counts. So here we are. This is where the magic happens.
Okay,
Edit.
it looks like what I just did already.
The row
Blah,
of
blah,
buttons
blah.
you can
Don't need this
see is the assembly menu.
again. It's back. Going back. I already did. Maybe it's just similar. I'll just go with that.
I hope you've got your imp under control. I've got some spectacular tricks to show you, and some that are just alright. In this tutorial, you'll master the basic controls you learned in the home space. But this time, you'll have the full freedom of edit mode. Use the video player to play through the tutorial steps. Follow the steps carefully. It's not just about getting to the end, it's the journey.
Let's get to the next part. Come on. And the clue again, we did. The
Did you
clue
find
again.
that clue?
Did that already.
It was
25 years ago.
if.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like this is not right.
Did you find that clue? It was on the back of if.
Yeah, did all of this. Did all of that. Did all of that.
Now you've got the hang of moving things around in edit mode, it's time to master manipulating objects. Just as well, because Connie's friend Cuthbert fell asleep in the Dreamiverse and got stranded. Yes, he's a cube with legs. Connie didn't choose her friends. I did. So, we need to fix these platforms if she's going to reach the flag and get to Cuthbert. Before we start, you can switch to play mode to see how a player would experience this scene. You'll always need to test things out in play mode while dream shaping, so it's a good habit to get into. Press the options button, then select play mode with X. Its icon looks like a controller. Once you're in play mode, take control of Connie with R2, and we'll see how far she can go. Start by jumping over to the first platform. Connie didn't choose her friends. You'll always need to test things out in play. Once you're in play mode, take control. Press the options button, then select play mode with X. Its icon looks like a controller.
Oh, shit. Gotta go into that.
Once you're in play mode, take control of Connie with R2, and we'll see how far she can go. Start by jumping over to the first platform. Oh dear, looks like it's too far for Connie. Move that first platform closer. To do that, head back into edit mode. So, open the options menu and select the button with the pencil icon. Once you're in edit mode, move on to the next step.
enough so I can walk around. So that works. And then switch the let's get it. Let's do this. Half the tutorial. Gotta figure that out. Maybe that's not it. Maybe that's too far. Ooh, jeez. I got it. Okay, so let's go back.
We have to do something about these platforms if Connie's gonna reach the other side. First, let's get a good look at them. Move.
Blah, blah, blah. On to the next.
Now that the first platform's in position,
Sure, what's up?
hurrah! Connie and Cuthbert have been reunited. But now they need to find a way out before
Let's be sure we understand this.
Hurrah! Connie and Cuthbert. Hurrah! Now the only thing separating Connie from Cuthbert is the final platform. Oh, it looks a bit small compared to the others.
How you can make it grow
I'm not
fast.
sure Connie will be able to use it, no matter how much you rotate it. We're gonna have to make it bigger,
I use it
or
without
scale
making
it up,
bigger, but
as we
okay.
dream shapers say. Hover over the final platform now, and hold the up directional button to make it bigger. Remember how the imp was the center point of a rotation earlier? Well, here its position determines where the object scales from. Try hovering over the platform in different places, and see how that affects the scaling. And if it gets too tall, you can just hold the down directional button to shrink it. Get the final platform into its matching frame at the right height. Okay, when everything is where it should be, go into play mode and see if Connie can reach the flag. Once Connie reaches the flag, head into edit mode again and go to the next step.
Not that I need to do that. I just wanted to. Just making sure I had the hang of it. Because you want to make sure you know what you're doing. It's not really about hurry up.
Hurrah! Connie and Cuthbert have been reunited.
Yeah, it's
But now they need to find a way out before Cuthbert falls asleep again. So let's learn how to find a door in the Dreamiverse. Go to the Assembly menu, which is the row of buttons at the top of the screen. The Assembly menu disappears when you're busy working on a scene, to make sure it doesn't get in the way. So if you can't see it, just press square to open it. Here you'll find all the assembly tools, modes, and gadgets. If you ever wonder what a button does, just hover over it for a few seconds to see more info. This menu is also where the search button lives.
Okay, cool.
It's the one with the magnifying glass. Select it now with X. The search button takes you to the Dreamiverse, where you'll find all the things created by dreamers from around the world. But for this tutorial, I've made a collection of elements for you to use in this scene. Let's see if we can find a door in the Start Dreaming collection. Select it with X. Have a look around. What elements do we have here in the collection?
Okay, so yeah, this.
There it
Hold
is. A door. Select it with X now. You should know this isn't just any door. It's a very special one. It has some animation and logic built into it, so it will magically open when Connie goes near it. Now that it's on your imp, you can scale it with the up and down directional buttons, or rotate it with L2 or the touchpad. See the outline at the top of the final platform? That's where the door needs to go. Use R2 or X to stamp it into place. Notice how your imp still has a door attached even after you've stamped it down? That's what happens with elements from the Dreamiverse. That way, you can place as many as you need in a scene. We only need one door in this scene though, so you can remove the door element from your imp by pressing circle. The circle button removes whatever tool, gadget or element your imp has equipped, replacing it with the move tool. Okay, I think we're done here. Nice work completing the scene. All that's left now is to switch to play mode and walk Connie straight through the door to end this tutorial.
Okay, we'll do that in a second. Okay, boom, boom. That's cool. Okay, but yeah, so the question you asked is this game fun? Yes, it's pretty fun, but it's more for those who want to create. You know, it's for the creatives. You know, you can come on here and play random people's games, and there's a lot of fun games on here to try out as well. All types of stuff. You can pretty much make any game that you can imagine, which is why they call it Dreams. But yeah, definitely I would recommend trying this game out. It's definitely a must-have. But it's not a main game like this. I'm not going to spend all my time playing. I'm going to dedicate specific allotted time for it more so. Like me as a creator, I want to build games. So it's going to be more learning and creating for me than it'll be playing other people's games so much. But some people just want to play and they're not necessarily the type to come out here to make their own game. So you can do that as well. And there's just countless games on here. And a little bit of distance.
Now you know how to grab, rotate, and scale objects. It's time I showed you how to clone things. Cuthbert has managed to get himself stuck again. Luckily, I've set up this scene so that we can use the clone tool to rescue him. With this tool, you can make exact copies of anything in the scene. This makes it one of the most useful tools in a Dreamshaper's toolbox. You'll also get a chance to practice with all the other tools that you've learned so far. If we get Connie off this platform, maybe she'll help us out. Let's use the clone tool on this one small block to create a bridge. Remember how we used the L1 button to modify how the grab cam and the left stick work? Well, it can also change how the grab button works. Hover over the floating block with your imp and hold L1. Now grab the block with R2, and remember that if you press it gently, you can move it more slowly. Now you have another block. That's because grabbing things while holding L1 creates a clone of that object.
Okay.
Once you've created the clone, you can release L1, but don't let go of R2 until you're ready to place it in the scene. When you've found the right spot, release R2 to put it down. You can treat a cloned object just like you would any other element. You can move it with R2 and rotate it with L2. And scale it up and down with the directional buttons. Of course, anything you do to the block can be undone with the left directional button. You can even clone the cloned block. Let's do that next. Hover over it, hold L1, then press and hold R2. You can use the clone tool to build a bridge between the first two platforms. Or you can create floating blocks for Connie to jump on. All that matters is that she can get to the next platform, so make sure you test your work in play mode. When Connie can get across, go back to edit mode, rewind time with L3, and move on to the next step. Getting Connie to that third platform looks easy enough. There's half a bridge between them, so we can just clone this block to finish it off. Okay, hold L1 and grab the block with R2 to clone it. Let go of L1 to stop cloning, then place the clone by releasing R2 to complete the bridge. That doesn't look quite right. Might need to try something different here. Why don't we rotate the clone? Hold L2 over it, then push the right stick sideways. Well, it's better, but now they don't match. We should probably undo everything with the left directional button and start again. This time, we'll make the arches match up by flipping the clone. Here's how you flip objects. First, hover over the arch and hold L1. Then gently grab the arch with R2 to create a clone. Remember, release L1 once you've made the clone. You have to release it or the next part won't work. Here comes the cool bit. While still holding the arch, click the L3 button on your controller to flip the arch horizontally. That's all there is to it.
L3.
Now you try.
You gotta
Hold
it
L1
on.
and grab the arch with R2 to
Okay.
clone it. Release L1 and flip the arch horizontally by clicking L3. And don't forget, you can realign the clone while you're holding it by pressing the triangle button. Now, let's see what happens if you click R3. Nice! The arch is flipped vertically instead. We should probably line it up with the first arch now, and release R2 to place it down. We probably should have flipped it back first. No problem. Just grab it with R2 and flip it again with R3. Time to switch.
I'm not making all these mistakes they're making in the tutorial. What the? Come on, G. Doing all
If Connie
types of
can get
wacky
across the bridge to the third platform,
But it's really
you're
just
ready
to
to
help.
move on.
teach you how to play.
But first return to edit mode and rewind time.
Steps. Play next step. Okay, son. It's just moving everything.
Okay, Connie, we've almost made it to the door. But she needs to go across and up now. Good thing you already know how to make clones because we're going to need them. So hold L1 and grab the block with R2 to clone it. Now place that clone a little higher than the original. And you know what? There's a better way, so let's undo that with the left directional button. We're going to try a new technique called repeat cloning. I bet you can already guess what it does. That's right, it lets you make lots of clones at once. Let's give it a go. Hover over the block again, hold L1 and press and hold R2. Release L1 once you've made the clone, and move the block up and along. Don't put it down yet though. This is where you become a cloning expert. Without letting go of the first clone, press the right directional button to create a second one. And, you guessed it, another press will create a third one. In fact, you can just keep pressing right to create more and more clones in a sequence. And if you make too many, no problem. Just press the left directional button to remove any clones you don't want. As you can see, all the clones are spaced evenly, and you can move the whole sequence by simply moving the clone that's on your imp. If you move the clone up, you can create a staircase. As always, put it down by releasing R2. Once the clones are in place, they won't be in a sequence anymore. You'll have to edit each block individually. See the dotted line around them? That's a selection. When you put repeat clones down, they're always selected automatically. That means you can move them as a group. If you only want to move one block, you can deselect the group by pressing circle. If you want to find out more, there's a whole tutorial on selecting and grouping objects. Move on to the next step when you're ready. Okay, Connie, we've almost made it to the door. Ah, but she needs to go across and up now. Good thing you already know how to make clones because we're gonna need them.
Damn this.
Let's get back.
We're out of here. Leave it. Done. Okay, one more. Finish this first set of tutorials.
Welcome to part 4 of our Start Dreaming tutorials. Ah, I see Cuthbert has managed to get himself in a pickle again. Connie, how do you put up with him? What a spanner. But with Connie's help, we can rescue him. This time around, I'll show you how to select and group your creations and how to scope in and out of groups. Luckily, someone left behind a block for us to use. Remember how to repeat clone blocks to create a bridge? Well, let's do that again. Move your view side on to the block and the gap. Hold L1, then grab the block with R2. Move it with the motion sensor function to create a clone. Just like last time, let go of L1 while still holding R2. Then press the directional buttons to make more clones. If you rotate the first block a little before you clone it, you can make an arch. Use L2 to make the first block angle up slightly, then make the clone angle down. Press the left directional button to repeat clone, and the clones will line up to make an arch. Amazing, right? Let's quickly test that in play mode. Looks great. Switch back to edit mode, rewind time, and go to the next step of the tutorial. Now, you probably noticed that all the blocks, the original as well as its clones, were selected automatically after cloning. You can tell when things are selected because they have an animated dashed outline. But after we switched between play and edit modes, everything was deselected. So let's select them again. All you have to do is hover your imp over one of the blocks and press X. There's the outline again. Now do the same to the rest until the whole bridge is selected. Can you see how each block has its own outline, with a double line where they meet? That's because they're still individual elements. You can deselect them one at a time with X, but it's much quicker if you deselect them all at once with circle. Give it a try. There's also a faster way of selecting multiple objects. Just select one as before, but this time keep X held down. Now move your imp to select the others. Better than selecting one at a time, right? So much faster. The great thing about having multiple
Definitely not doing
objects
the right
selected
thing.
is that you can manipulate them as if they were
I'm going
one
to
object.
manipulate it until it does exactly what I want.
For example, if all the blocks are selected, you can clone the bridge sideways to create a double bridge. Plenty of room for Connie to cross it without falling off the edge. Try it in play mode. Once Connie is across the gap, go back to edit mode and move on to the next step.
I don't like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this motherfucker. Can it move? Let's do this. Got all this debris everywhere. Come on. This needs to be realigned. Let's climb. Bomb collect. That's not it. That's definitely not what I want. See what to do with that. And if that'll lead us to greatest, I don't think I can jump that high. So, let me take this. These little extra joints right here just to do it. Don't gotta be neat. Ugly as fuck. We're gonna make it happen. Just to the greatness. Son, we did it all. But it's not checked. Hold on, I gotta do all the videos.
Now, you probably noticed that all...
Gotta make sure you watch all
You
the
know...
videos.
Is your staircase working?
My shit ugly as fuck. Hell yeah. This is what I'm on next. Okay, cool. Very, very interesting. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. Get the level up again. Imp quest. Customizing my imp really doesn't have a lot of variety for a brother yet. I like this imp, but I like this color. That's a cool imp too. Okay, let's go. Oh shit. I think I did see these ones though. Alright, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time for some more dreams. I'm about to hop into some Call of Duty myself. Alright, y'all. Peace.